Hi everyone, so today we'll look at a new topic. So we'll do percentages of amount and also fractions of amount. And this video is requested by one of my year 7 students, so I hope you find it helpful and beneficial. Let us start with the percentages of amount or even quantity, and this means like a whole number. Okay, so question number 1, we have 10% of 80. So the rule here is, number 1, you change the percent to fraction, and then number 2, of means times. So we change the 10% to fraction, and anything percent, so we know that percent is equivalent to 100, all over 100. So 10% will be 10 over 100 of 80. So here we have 2 steps. So we take this number on top, you divide it by 100. Okay, so 80 divided by 100, we cancel that one with that, and you're left with 8 over 10 is 0.8. So you divide, and then your answer you multiply by the numerator, so times 10. So when you multiply by 10, then decimal point will move towards the right, so that becomes 8. Number 2, 25% of 1 meter. So 25% of 1 meter. So we change this one to a fraction. 25% is out of 100. And since this one is a small number compared to this one, we need to change it to a smaller unit. So we know that 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. So we want to change from meter to centimeter. So you put an arrow from meter to centimeter, the number is becoming bigger. So it means we multiply by 100. So that is 100 centimeter. Then you divide 100 divided by 100 is 1. And then you multiply by 25. And the answer will be 25 centimeter. Okay, number 3, 75% of 25 pounds. Okay, so the same thing we do. So 75 all over 100. And pound, Kenyan shilling, $1, they're all equivalent to 100. Doesn't matter which unit, which money sign you're using. So all of them is just equivalent to 100. So if you're changing from pound to pence, so okay, let's go over this. So 1 pound is 100 pence. 1 Kenyan shilling is 100 cents. And then $1 is equivalent to 100 cents. So we're moving from pound to pence. So we multiply by 100. So 25 times 100, you just add the 2 zeros at the end. Then the next thing is to divide. So this 2 will cancel with that. And then you multiply. So we have 75 times 25. Let's use the column method. So we have 5 times 5 is 25, carry 2. 7 times 5 is 35, 37. Then here put a 0. Then 5 times 2 is 10, 0, carry 1, 14, 15. We add 5 plus 0, 7, 8, and 1. So this one was in pence. Now we can change back the answer to pounds. So from pence to pound, you divide by 100. So divide this one, so 1875 divided by 100. So when you're multiplying by 10 or 100 or 1,000, move the decimal points towards the right. But when you're dividing, you move the decimal towards the left. So here there's no decimal point. Put 1 for yourself at the end of the number. Then you move 1, 2. So it would be 18.75 pounds. Okay, question 4, we can do 25% of 1 hour. So we need to convert the hour to, we can use minutes. So 1 hour is 60 minutes. So from hour to minutes, draw your arrow. From hour to minutes is times 60. So it's good to memorize all this conversion. Then we change this one to fraction. So 25 all over 100 of 60. So divide. So 0 cancel with that 0. And then, so I can show you another way, and then you times. So just ignore this 10 over here. So we just do 25 times 6. Let's use the lattice method. 25 times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. 2 times 6 is 12. So 0, 5, and 1. So here we're getting 150 all over 10. Cancel the 0 with that 0, and you're left with 15 minutes. Okay. Number 5, we have 50% of 160. So 50%, by looking at this, I know the answer would be 80 because 50% is the same as a half. But let's see, so 50 all over 100 of 160. Divide, so cancel the 0 with that 0, ignore that 0 for now. Or you can do this 0 with that one. That one is also allowed because you're cancelling up and down. Then now we do 16 times 5. Let's use the lattice method. 6 times 5 is 30. 1 times 5 is 0, 5. 0, 8, 0. So you're getting your answer as 80. So before we finish up with the percentages, it's good you know the common percentages. So 10% can be shortened to, so 10 over 100, which is a tenth. So anytime you see 10%, you can use a tenth in place of the 10 over 100. When you see 20%, so 20 all over 100. So cancel the zeros and then divide by 2, 1 by 2, 5. So that is a fifth. If you see 25%, that one will be a quarter, because how many 25s make 100? So let's see, 25 over 100 divide by 25, divide by 25 will be a quarter. And then the next one, 75%. 3 of these, 3 25 will make 75. So here the answer should be 3 quarters. But let's prove 75 over 100 divided by 25 divided by 25 will give you that. And the last one is 50%. It should give us a half because 2 50s make 100. So 50 over 100 divided by 5. No, divide by 50 divided by 50. You get that. So when you're using, like, let's say for example 25% of 25% is the same as a quarter. If you are to use it over here, we can say a quarter of an hour. So a quarter of an hour is 60 divided by 4 quarter. 4 goes into 6 once, remainder 2. 4 goes into 20 5 times, so 15. So you can use different methods to arrive to your answer. Here we saw that 50% is the same as a half. So a half of 160 would be 80. We had another question, 25% is the same as a quarter. So a quarter of 100 would be 25. And then 3/4 of 25 would be 18.75. And then a tenth of 80. A tenth of 80, you normally just cancel the 0. So even if you had a number like 160, 10% of that would just be cancel the 0. If it's 2,000, 10% of that would be cancel 1 0, and you end up with 200. Now let's look at fractions of amount. It's the same concept with the percentages. So let's start easy. We have something like a third of 18. A third of 18 is the same as, so the amount you divide by 3. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. Another question. Let's say we have a tenth of 25. So we do 25 divided by 10. 25 divided by 10. There's no decimal point. Put it at the end and you move the decimal point towards the left once because it's a 10. So 2.5. Okay, so number 3, we have 3/5 of 180. Okay, so divide. So we have 180 divided by 5. 5 can't go into 1, so you put a 0. 5 can go into 18. 3 times because of 15, remainder 3. And then 5 goes into 30, 6 times. So we have 36. So and then you multiply by the number on top times 3. Let's use lattice method. 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 3, 9. So this is 8. And then 9 plus 1 is 10. 0 carry 1. And here you have 1. So the answer would be 108. Okay. Another question, number 4. 2/9 of 144. So we have established that these two we are dividing, this and that we are dividing. So let's see if we can apply cross cancellation. Can we apply cross cancellation? Yes, we can. So divide by 3 is 3. Divide by 3 would be 3 goes into 14 4 times because of 12. Remainder 2, that's 24, 8 times. 3 goes into 48, 16 times. Then you have 16 times 2 is 32. Number 5, we have maybe something like 4/7 of 3 point. No, we want whole numbers, so let me make it 350. So we're dividing these two. So 7 goes into 350, 7 goes into 35, 5 times, and the 0, 50 times 4. So when you have such a number, cover the 0. So 4 times 5 is 20, and then add the 0. So it becomes 200. Okay, we can do one more question. The last question now would be 7/8 of 1600. So once again you're dividing, so 8 goes into 16 2 times, and then add those 2 zeros, cover the 2 zeros. 7 times 2 is 14 with the 2 zeros at the end. So that will mark the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching till the end. Continue suggesting videos. Tune in and subscribe and like the video, comment as well, and share with your friends and your family. See you in the next video. Bye bye.